And
Amen.
so we're talking, Damika kind of led into our next like topic, our talking point, where she talked about just making, building. I think my friend Amber said building together. So just looking at that, how do we build? So after we look at this, the things you said, we looking at, can we, that get versus give. You talk about emotional, financial, physically. So now that we're together, how do you, again, making this healthy and whole relationship, how do we build this relationship together? You talked about this legacy, or building these things. How do you do that now that you have got these things ready? I know I'm ready. How do I not build together?
Yeah. So I think, okay. So I think you start with the end in mind. So what is the end goal? Um,
Mm.
if you have, if you know,
That's
remember
good.
we talked about you already have a vision of who this person is. So if both of you have a vision of who each other is, the question is, that's the end goal. What is missing in the in between?
Mm.
And so now we have to put together the pieces of how do we get to this end goal? Yeah. So fine. If we're talking money, if the end goal is we want to retire with X amount of money, how much do we need to put up every pay period? If it's
Mhm.
a question of we want to build business and or I want to go back to school, how do we get to that? And then we begin to put a plan together to get us to that, understanding that even the best laid plans are going to get derailed, but we're
Mm-hmm.
having these conversations. One of the things that I coach couples to do is to have what I call a financial coaching session at least once a year. So in this coaching session, we're talking about. I ask the questions: what is one thing that I did really good this year? What's one thing I did really bad this year? Just one. One thing I did really good that if I keep doing, you will be happy. And one thing if I never do again will make you happy. So we can start there. And then we can start to, okay, financially, where are we? We said that this year we wanted to be, save $5,000. Where are we? How do we do that? Okay, fine. We did it by saving X amount of money per week, per month. We didn't go out to lunch. We didn't go out to dinner. We got an extra job, so you just start having these conversations and communicating through all of this, and ultimately as you do that, you get to the end goal. Like you just get there because you're constantly working together. You understand who each other is. You understand each other's temperament. And then you get better along the way because now you realize the beauty of marriage, the beauty of relationship is you get to become better. You get to
Mm-hmm.
become better because you have someone who sees you for who you are and is going to protect your weaknesses and who is going to highlight your gifts. So you become better. You're amplified because you get into a relationship. So I think the simple thing is, again, is you just work together. You find the end goal and you work towards that together.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Not
That's really
individually,
good.
not individually. I
Mm.
think here's the problem. So the word divorce comes from obviously the Latin word that talks about two people going two separate ways. So therein lies the problem right there.
Right. It's
Is that
divide. Yeah, you think of
is
divide.
your divide, right? So divorce is really division. So
Mm-hmm.
we have two visions, not one. We have two visions, and so as long as we have the same vision, then no man can tear us apart.
That's
So
good.
because we have both decided and agreed upon, not here's not we've both decided and agreed upon a direction and we're going. Here is the mistake. In unhealthy relationships, compromise does not happen. What happens is the person who has the strongest feeling or loudest or best argument usually gets their way.
Mm.
So if you have in an example, if you have a person in a relationship, even in a sister relationship, let's just say you two have a disagreement, and Damika, you want to do something, and you're saying, and you have the better argument. Your argument could be wrong, but instead of you two coming together and compromising, what typically happens is you'll win because she don't want to argue with you no more. So she just give you what you want, let you do what you want, and she's miserable because now she doesn't have an argument. She
Mhm.
doesn't have a way to argue back with you. So now she wins. And now guess what? Slowly but surely, contempt comes in. She slowly but surely begins to pull away from you. All of a sudden, the seeds of doubt and all these other things come in, and all of a sudden, now y'all mad at each other and y'all don't want to talk to each other for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's the same thing that happens in marriage.
that's good.
It is good.
And
That was really good. Yeah. Go ahead, D'Amica. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say no compromise can lead to demise.
Yeah.
Because somebody's just giving in. But I was trying to find a hand clap for you, Winfrey. I hope you could hear the hand clap because it was so good. Yes, I was trying. So that's what I was gonna do.